Welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning in today, you very well might have an LG washing machine that looks kind of like this. Front-loading machine, and it very well might be giving you an error code that is either preventing you from washing your clothes or annoying the crap out of you. Does your error code look like this? Well, if it does, you've come to the right place. So let's get this fixed. So I purchased a door switch a long time ago, but now it's time to replace it. And let's hope that this fixes my problem. Okay, the door switch is here, but we have to get to it. So I think we're gonna have to take this seal off of the door. Let's do that. I'm going to see if my trim tool kit has a tool that will work well for this process. I don't want to scratch my washer. This is a trim tool kit that I use for automobiles. It's got clips and stuff like that. We're not going to need the clips today. I will use one of these tools. All right, on the bottom of this seal is a spring, and let's see if we can't work this out. This is a spring. I think it's holding like a retaining wire. Yeah, there we go. So I popped it out, and we're going to just remove this. I'm going to place that off to the side, and let's take this seal off. I guess I really don't need to take the seal off. I guess I can reach behind it here. Okay. Before I go any further, I'm going to disconnect my washer from the wall outlet. There's my switch, and there's a connector on the bottom, and two screws. Have a Phillips head screwdriver. Take these screws out. Don't lose them. All right. Thought. Okay, and so now I can see my connector. It's got a little push down latch mechanism, so I'm going to push down on this latch and pull. It's in there pretty good. Get my little trim tool to help me here. I don't want to break it. There we go. It's a little bit tricky, but it pulls out. That means it has a good seal, so that's good. I don't see any corrosion. And so this is the original door switch. Let's get the new one. and compare. All right, old door switch, new door switch, and even though the connectors look the same, I can tell by looking at it that the design is different. So, totally different design. And that means I got the wrong door switch. So I will get the new part. It'll only be a couple seconds for you. It'll be maybe a week longer for me, but we'll pick back up on this video when I have the correct part. All right, got the new switch in. All right, new switch. Original switch, new switch. Okay, new switch installed. Here's the back side. Got the harness secured into its retaining clip. Now we're ready to secure the front seal. All right, so position the seal back over the steel lip all the way around. So this part of the seal goes over this lip right here, just like that. There might be a faster way to do this, but this is my way of doing it. So I'm giving it a nice pull. Okay, it's on there. So I'm giving it a nice little pull just to verify that it's on there. If it's not on there, the seal is going to pop out when we give it a little bit of tension like this. So the seal is in place. Now it's time to put this ring back on. All right, so actually I had experience putting this ring on there when I had the wrong switch in the first place, and I realized how tough and difficult this process is. So in my opinion, this is the most difficult process of this whole job. Now they make a tool that will spread the spring apart, and this spring is quite sturdy, it's quite stiff. So I don't have that tool. I'll put a link to the tool below the description of this video, but I'm going to do it without that tool and with a pair of pliers. So I'm going to start by putting the bottom spring in, and I'm going to seat the rest of the ring into position from 12 o'clock down to about between 5 and 6 o'clock here. And maybe I'll just do a little bit, let's just say we'll do 11 o'clock. So I'll do 11 o'clock down to about almost 6 o'clock. You can see how I've got the spring. So I've got this, I've got it from the 11 o'clock position. Oopsie, it's coming off. All right, so I've got it tucked down all the way down to 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, almost 6 o'clock. So it's in place here. I'm gonna put the rest of it in place, but I need to stretch this spring. If you, I kid you not, if you don't do this, you will be so frustrated. So the pair of pliers I'm going to be using, they're just a pair of needle nose pliers. They're long. You don't have to have the long one. I couldn't find my shorter ones, so we're gonna use the longer ones. So at this point, I am going to grab the bottom of the spring not the spring part, but the hook of the spring. And I'm going to pull this way and then tuck the rest of the wire into place. Takes a little bit of strength. And there we go. So now you can give it one final tug and then do a visual inspection here. Just looking to make sure that that wire is tucked. It's tucked in and not sticking out anywhere. Okay. That's that. Now I'm going to make sure my door closes. If it's not the right switch, there's a possibility your door won't close. Okay. Let's test her out. We will plug our machine in. Put some laundry that needs cleaned. Add some soap. Close the door. Select your wash cycle. Moment of truth. Woo! It's the first time in a long time that my washing machine has started the first time. I do thank you for tuning into my channel. If this video helped you out, please give me a thumbs up. Check out the content on my channel, because if you like the content on my channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you have had this repair done, or if somebody has quoted you to do this repair, please leave a comment. Tell me how much that repair quote was, or how much it actually cost you to do the repair. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the hundreds of dollars. It would make sense, you know. Companies have overhead and everything. So appreciate your time. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on my next video.